music task for this workshop. It's a really fun, interesting one. That's a nice addition to the end of the biomarker workshop. And as the workshop talked about hormone rhythms, we thought it'd be really fun to try and convert these into sounds, as obviously rhythms is something we often associate with sound and sound waves and things like this. So this task is it's not very long. You can do it quickly. You can do it as a class, or again, the students can do it on their own with headphones. I do recommend, because what we're doing here is we're looking at 3 different hormone profiles. We're looking at cortisol, melatonin, and ghrelin, and we're going to convert these hormone profiles over 24 hours to a sound rhythm. So cortisol spikes in the morning when we wake up and decreases throughout the day. Melatonin spikes in the evening as it rises when we go to sleep and then decreases through the night. And ghrelin is our hormone which tells us we're hungry. So this will peak around breakfast, lunch and dinner times. And the time that we wake up, go to sleep and get hungry is kind of variable for everyone else. Maybe during school time it's probably maybe a little bit regular for everyone in the classes, if everyone has lunch at the same time and things like that. But this will be unique to every student, which is why it's nice and fun for them to maybe do this themselves as well. So basically all you need for this is everything is explained again on this Jupyter notebook, and we have the code sectioned again into raw copies, so you can do this in Python or on Jupyter. And what we do is we have the hormone cycles and we've converted these to sound. We've mapped them the same. So we have, for cortisol, we've picked an A4, for melatonin we've picked C5, and for ghrelin we've picked E5. And when these chords are played the same, or played at the same time, it makes the chord A minor. So we're not creating beautiful music here, we are just creating a sound, the chord A minor. So it does, hurt your ears a little bit after a while, especially if you've got multiple computers going at the same time. But this is essentially what we're doing. So all you need here, we've got the script here. All you need to do for this is you need to just put in the times. So all the code is commented, so you should know exactly what to do. And again, we've got step-by-steps here. So this is the section here where it says edit here only. We've defined the frequencies, what we say. Again, if you'd like to change this, free for you to do that. But again, we picked A4, C5 and E5, so this played A minor. So all you need to do is put in your times where the hormone would spike. So the first one is the ghrelin, and we're putting in the breakfast, lunch and dinner. So here, the first one is ghrelin, so we're just going to put in here the breakfast, lunch and dinner times on the 24-hour clock. So breakfast 8 a.m, we've got lunch at 12, and then dinner at 7:19. So you put your values here. And now for melatonin, when you go to sleep, we've had to split this into 2 as we do as we're running midnight to midnight on this. So if you go to sleep at 10 p.m. until 7 a.m, it's 10 till midnight and then midnight till 7. So we kind of have to split it up a little bit. So for melatonin, when do you sleep, we go from midnight 0 to 7 a.m, and then we have to go then back round to 10. So that's the only little bit confusing things here. We had to split up the nighttime into the 2 shifts. And then cortisol is what time do you wake up and what time do you go to sleep. So 7 a.m. wake up, sleep at 10 p.m. 22. So you just, for this task, you just have to put in the specific times and the peaks, and then you run it, and then this will then, it'll create a graph. So it all has the graph of all the hormones. So you'll see here when they peak and they trough. So you see the hunger, the 3 peaks in black, the ghrelin, the melatonin high and then decreases throughout the day. And then we've got cortisol, which peaks in the morning and decreases throughout the day. So these files will save to your computer. It will save the chord and it will save the individual files. So this is just a nice little way to show how we can convert our hormones into sound and think about rhythms and 24-hour cycles, and get the students to see how you can use code for different artistic outputs as well and things like that. So hopefully this is a nice fun little task, and hopefully it doesn't sound too badly.